What
Is your game
skills?
Is your game having fun?
I don't understand what's happening.
Okay then.
All of the things. By the way, good article. I actually read that one today.
Oh, thanks.
I read an article today.
You still read the shit up.
I called...
Flanked. Just completely flanked.
I called out Blizzard for having, like, no content in Overwatch.
You suck. Why would you call out Blizzard?
I'm getting fucking attacked.
Because I spent $60 on a game that has 2 game modes.
Yeah, I spent $40 on a game that has 2 game modes. Therefore, I got the
Oh, well, you one of those people that cries because it's not a solo combat.
No. It's not that.
Sure he's joking.
No. I did call it out. Especially considering the fact that when other games do this, everyone gets their panties in a bundle, but because it's Blizzard, nobody said anything.
No, but what I'm saying is I don't think you're actually mad at
No. I'm not mad about it, but it does deserve to be looked at, especially when a game like Battleborn comes out in the same month. That's the same game.
It's a different game, totally.
No, yeah, it's 100% different game.
Either way, it's not perceived as a different game. They're both perceived as team-based MOBA-style shooters.
By
okay?
dickheads.
Sure, but the dickheads are the ones who run the industry. And I'm sorry, but when your direct competitor releases a game for the same price and has more content that deserves to be brought to... I'm not saying that I personally am pissed about it, but it does deserve... deserve to be in conversation. Oh no, it wasn't an opinion piece. I just included it in a news article. Because they're talking about their player counts this yesterday. 7 million Overwatch 7 million Overwatch players. Battleborn, it's loading right now. Battleborn hasn't released any hard numbers. And there's probably a reason for that. Exactly. But I do find it interesting, and this is all I said. I said I do find it interesting that Battleborn, same price as Overwatch, especially because they did lower the price to $40 when Overwatch launched, has seemingly more content. And yet nobody seems to be concerned about that fact, though when other games launch with similarly disparate content, those games get crucified. You look at Titanfall, it was crucified for not having a true single-player campaign. Battlefront. You know, those are both $60 games, Rainbow Six. Those are all $60 games that release with just multiplayer-only content. And you can make the argument that Overwatch has even less than those games. Personally, I don't care.
You could.
I don't care, but it does deserve to be brought up, especially when...
No, I think I 100% agree with you that it should be talked about. I mean, I firmly believe no developer, publisher, game should ever get a quote-unquote pass. Like,
yeah, well, and Overwatch is getting a pass. It's scoring 10s, and this has a lot of the same crap.
Well, the thing is, you should vote. You should, in my opinion, like mark games for the content that they've got, not the content that's missing. It's like, I'm not giving it a 10 because it's got something, that's just broken. Like, this game works perfectly and, well, almost flawlessly. Like,
here's the thing, like, Overwatch has literally next to no content. Just, that is just fact. It's got 2 game modes. It's got 2 game modes. Yeah, sure it's
repeatable content.
Sure,
I don't understand
it's 2 game modes that you are... 2 game modes and 5 maps, okay? If any other AAA game released with that, they'd be crucified. That's the point. Personally, what it does, though, what it has, it does it so good. It does it so well that I can overlook that. But it's just interesting because this game is getting such a pass, whereas other games, not even a year old, did the same exact thing. And, yeah, it was crucified for it by press and players alike.
That's because the people wanted single player.
I'm sure people want single player.
That's the thing, dude. That's the thing. The thing is that if you're charging $60, right, and I think this is the issue with Battlefront. Battlefront historically has had a campaign.
Yeah.
Yet they charged $60 for virtually half a game compared to its predecessors. And the argument with Battlefront was that, okay, so if you're taking something out, what are you replacing it with? And they replaced it with nothing. It was just multiplayer. Mm-hmm. That's where the anger came from. Overwatch, in this case, while yes, it's still only a multiplayer only game.
And I've got nothing wrong with that. I play those all the time.
Yeah, it does the multiplayer. It does what it has very, very well, but it's still only a multiplayer only game.
Only multiplayer only game, 2 game modes, and 5 maps.
And yeah, and when other multiplayer only games are being criticized and analyzed, I mean, it's only responsible to ask the same questions for this game. Like
to me, the biggest thing that I compare it to is Battleborn, because those games both launched in the same month. And you can tell me all day that they were not targeting the same audience. They were. That's why we saw all of these games announced at the exact same time, because the trend was going on in the industry at that exact same time. Battlecry was announced. It's a team-based, class-based, multiplayer-only game. It's going to be free to play. Battleborn and Overwatch were the 2 pay-to-play games that were announced. And while they may be wildly different in terms of mechanics, at the end of the day, they are the same style of game. Team-based, class-based, multiplayer game. Battleborn has more content. It just does. That's undeniable. But whether or not that content is good or done well, that's the question. But to me, you have to compare them because they both were the same price. They are direct competitors with each other. And one of them does it so well that you can overlook the fact that it's a multiplayer game with 2 game modes and 5 maps.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, yes, you have to judge a game on the content that it has, but that doesn't mean you can't. That doesn't mean you shouldn't look at the game in a vacuum, because you have to look at.
I'm not saying that Overwatch didn't deserve the 10s that it got. It definitely does. I think it's a great game. Otherwise, I wouldn't have bought it 3 times in the past 3 weeks. Yeah, I bought it for my brother, my nephew, for his birthday, so we could play.
So it's saying victory, but it's telling me the only option I have is end battle. Like, what do I do?
So just end the battle. You've won. They're routing.
So it's not gonna like kick me out of the battle?
No, you just have to. It's always said that, dude. End battle.
Oh, I thought I got my stats and sheets like.
Yeah, that's after this.
Oh. Okay. You're victorious. Oh, okay. End battle.
To me, the reason why I brought it up is because if you look back just months ago, people were complaining that other games that did this similarly, that had, if you look at it on paper, had more content, quote, content, than even this, and were multiplayer only. And yet those games were lambasted for doing so. Whereas this one seems to be getting a pass. That's the whole reason why I brought it up. I would be definitely interested in seeing Battleborn's numbers, because I think they are basically non-existent at this point.
Yeah, personally, I honestly do think that Battleborn is on paper a better value, because you're getting a full single-player campaign and you're getting on top of that all the PvP stuff. But what that doesn't take into account is
what is going on
the quality of that content. I don't know, dude. Something like everything just got fucked. What the fuck?
Yeah, vampire.
It's not even my turn yet, and like all the shit is going down.
Yeah, vampire counts.
See, like, to me, the direct comparison to Overwatch would be Paladins, but that's free to play and it's in beta still. Those 2 are identical games, basically. Mm-hmm. But Paladins is just Smite jumping on the bandwagon of the trend at the time. Like, that wasn't. I don't even think it was even a thing before like Overwatch got announced.
No, I don't think it is. I mean, yeah.
Oh, it's made by Hi-Rez, the guys that make Smite.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's what.
Yeah, no, and I agree that Battleborn and Overwatch are totally different games when you look at their mechanics, but
it's like people try to compare like Paragrim's like totally different to all them games, but still gets put in there because it's got guns in it, and that's the point. Like, people aren't intelligent enough to actually notice the difference between games, and that's the
responsibility. Yeah, and that's the. How will they learn that? Is if there's enough material for them to go out and do their research.
I agree, but when people like you, who are certain, kind of respected by at least 2 people, start comparing the 2 and saying this game gives you a full player campaign when it's a different game, genre-wise, I think, Like,
But
I think
it's not though. They're both team-based, class-based shooters.
No. Okay, they are similar in the fact that they are team-based, they are class-based, and they're
But
shooters.
yeah, because
but
the
that's
team.
it.
I mean, yeah,
That's
like,
it though.
Battleborn's more
where
of a
the similarity
MOBA
ends.
because it's got minions and stuff, which makes it more of a MOBA so it makes it more like Padagram than it does Overwatch.
Yeah, but Heroes of the Storm it's got minions, but that's not a MOBA. When you get down to it, that's a brawler.
There's no such thing as a brawler.
Yeah, Heroes of the Storm is a brawler. If you say MOBA around Blizzard, they will, like I said MOBA in my interview with Blizzard, and they corrected me real quick.
Well, they've got no opinion. They made Hearthstone.
They are, yeah. I mean, yes, the mechanics of Battleborn are different, but you look at it on paper. What is it? It's a class-based first-person shooter. It just is. I mean, we can dance around it all we want, but that's what it is. It's a class-based first-person shooter with minions. Okay. Overwatch is a class-based first-person shooter without the minions.
It's also, I mean, the actual gameplay itself, though, is different. Like,
sure,
it is.
It definitely is, but the gameplay of Call of Duty and Battlefield are different. They're both first-person shooters.
And they don't get compared with each other, though.
No, you can compare them because they're both first-person shooters, just like you can compare Battleborn and Overwatch because they are both first-person class-based shooters.
Why would anyone compare Battlefield to Call of Duty?
Because they're first-person shooters.
They're first-person shooters. They are the same genre.
That's so
yes,
ridiculous.
the gameplay is different. The gameplay is different. You have more options in Battlefield. The Battlefield is a lot more open. You have other things going on there other than just the linear arena-style maps that Call of Duty offers. But they are both compared all the time because they're both first-person shooters. It's the same thing here. Sure, it can be ridiculous, but that's what it is. They are both first-person shooters that are compared.
Let's just strip every single game down to like where everything's just binary and then compare everything.
I mean, all of these games are ones and zeros anyway.
But that's
exactly.
Yeah, but that's why you can't do that though. But you have your genres. You have your first-person shooters. You have your subgenres where they're called quote-unquote hero shooters. But then when you keep going down further, you realize, okay, yeah, they're both first-person shooters. Yes, they're both hero shooters.
I think I even mentioned that in the article. Like,
more objective based.
I think I even mentioned that in the article that they are totally different styles of games when it comes to mechanics. But they're both games that released the same month that are at its core the same.
You can generalize any game and compare it to anything else because it is a game, right? But when you're doing, and this is why I don't have too much respect for the press, is because they don't take the time to really dig into the actual detail. And the details and differences between these two games actually do matter, because if you're a consumer trying to purchase one of these two games, I mean, you deserve to have all the information in front of you so you make an intelligent purchasing decision. And I think that's where, yes, they're first-person shooters, checkbox. Yes, they're class-based, checkbox. Yes, they're hero shooters, checkbox. Okay, now what are the differences between them? Which one will I actually like? Right? Like, and that difference, that's where people need to.
Yeah, and there are articles out there kind of doing that. You know, what's the difference between Battlefront, or Battleborn? There's too many battles. Freaking A. Can't we come up with better names, first of all? But, I mean, there are articles out there kind of explaining those two differences because, again, they were both announced around the same time, marketed the same way, and released within the same month. So, naturally, everyone is going to think, okay, these two games are competing against each other, and they are when you get down to that aspect of it. And that's why comparing those numbers is so interesting to me because, you know, naturally the Battleborn, you know, numbers are going to be affected by the overwhelming hype that Overwatch has had. And yeah, sure, you can generalize everything you want. And I definitely am generalizing here when I say that they are both class-based first-person multiplayer shooters. But they are. I mean, we can strip it down to its chorus values all we want, but I'm not wrong in comparing them because that's what they are.
No, I mean, you should, because that's at a certain level. But the thing is, when we do compare them, we meaning people in the industry, consumers, whatever, we have to be very explicit in what grounds we're comparing them to.
And now I'm wondering whether or not I actually said that they are totally different games.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's fine to compare them and use whatever standards you want, but like you have to be consistent in what you're saying so that the people reading that and who will make possible purchasing decisions on that understand where you're coming from and understand the boundaries that you're using to define genres, because that's freaking important as hell. Otherwise,
yeah, honestly, like to me, if someone says compares Battleborn to Overwatch, like it just makes me mad, because it's like calling apple or orange. Like they're both fruits, so they can be compared, but should they be? Like, I don't know.
Well, apples are more so roses than they are fruit when you get down to it.
Shut up, Redford. I think
I mean, they're more closely related to a rose than they are to an orange. That to me just doesn't make any sense.
I think if you're somebody who is confused about the two games, and rightfully so, because the marketing from the two games hasn't exactly been explicit as to what those two games really are. If you're the type of person who's trying to make a decision based off of, should I buy Battleborn, should I buy Overwatch, like, then at that point you're trying to look for research out there. Like, then that's the job of Blizzard, of Gearbox, and of the press to say, here are how the games are similar, here are how they different. Now you make your decision on which one.
I don't know if games companies should compare to other games companies. I think they should just market their game.
No. That's that. No. Gearbox shouldn't say, here's how we're different from Overwatch. What they should say is, this is what our game is about. Boom, boom, boom. Here are the pillars of gameplay. Blizzard, this is what our game is about. This is what the gameplay is. This is what the classes are. Like, define your game so people have an idea, and a good idea of what exactly you're trying to sell. So that come time for purchasing decisions, they know. I mean, you don't have to say, this is how we're different from Battleborn. All you have to say, if you do a good enough job of defining your product, then people, aka consumers, will have that information in hand to then do the comparison for themselves. Like, that's all it is. It's about getting the right information out there and letting the consumer decide what's best.
That's why I think that game streaming is incredibly important nowadays.
Oh, yeah.
It's totally, because that's how you market nowadays.
Yeah, no,
like,
it totally
Blizzard,
is.
Got all, the Hearthstone pro streamers, like, early access, letting them play the game. Like, that's the marketing these days. And I think people should concentrate on that more.
No,
they should. That's why traditional press is dying. Like, that's the reason right there.
Yeah, and PR people are taking note of that. It's easier now if you're a streamer to get code for a game before the game comes out than it is for someone who writes about it.
Yeah, your turn.
I mean, I'm
trying to figure out what
it should be, but
yeah. But even then,
that's how it should be. It's the new media.
Even then, though, we can't just. And a lot of people do this because they're YouTube. They're not traditional media, so blah da da da. We also need to make sure that we hold those people to the same standards that we're being held to now, because and the whole thing with Microsoft deciding that companies can no longer advertise products using Minecraft, and just the reaction from the YouTube community, which this shouldn't affect them at all, because yeah, it does, because those people are obviously getting paid by these advertisers to promote that content. But like right there shows that we always need to be careful of even propping up a new media without any boundaries or any restrictions or whatever, even there, because this thing that shouldn't affect these YouTubers, because Microsoft didn't say you can't stream your content and monetize it or whatever. They just said people like Verizon can't hire YouTubers and use Minecraft as the vehicle to advertise their product anymore, But everyone was up in arms about it. And it's one of those things where it's like, okay, but that kind of tells us that you were bought and paid for by this company, If we're going to allow, and I've got no problem with it whatsoever, I love the idea of new media. We are streaming, by the way. I just want to point out, this entire conversation has been on the internet.
So you saw my battle where I literally wasn't paying attention because I was talking to you guys, and
it was streaming. Yeah. Say hi to the internet, everybody. I guess I think I said it like early on that I started streaming. But gosh, what the heck is Bretonia doing in my area?
I don't know, man.
You know what? They're at war with the dwarves that are south of me, so I wonder if they're just kind of using my area as a highway.
Are you talking about Lewin? South of Altdorf?
Yeah, that's Bretonia. Anyways, if we're going to allow that to become the new vanguard of media, then we have to make sure that we we establish ethics and ways to be wary of the coverage that's out there, because right now
like,
people
it's just a wild west, honestly. That's what
it is.
And here's the thing, like, I hate using the word regulation, but things that actually need regulation include Steam Early Access, because I mean, Steam Early Access,
it's cancerous. It's so bad. I hate Steam Early Access for the most part.
And the other thing is, like, this new media, I don't know if it needs to necessarily be regulated per se, but there has to be, like, it needs to be known and made public that, like, okay, these are ethical standards. Like, this is what you guys must comply by because they're ethical standards. Like, that just needs to happen.
Yeah. And I'm not saying that, that obviously I'm not saying that that's kind of stuff shouldn't exist, that new media shouldn't exist. I think that's great. If people don't want to read an article but would rather go out and watch a 45-minute video on this game, more power to them. Just make sure the stuff that you're watching is credible. Make sure it's not bought and paid for by the person doing it. The same mistrust you have for the people writing content. Make sure that same mistrust is there. Be wary of it.
The biggest obstacle to that, though, is when you are at a outlet's website, that's a faceless outlet. You can't match a name to a face, and that personal connection, and I mean, we see this in social media all the time. Like, that personal connection is everything. So when you see one, you are much more likely to inherently trust one guy streaming, especially if you see his content over and over again, versus a faceless outlet publishing articles, like 5-10 articles a day. Because you may not really have that, like, personal trust with that author, but that dude who you see streaming, like, you physically see him streaming and talking to his live stream and engaging with them, yeah, you're going to develop, like, a relationship with that because that's something that you can see.
Also, the visual, the fact that you can actually see the game, you can even make your mind up, even if you don't like the person you're watching. It's bought and paid for content. At least you can see, like, piece whether you're going to like the game.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's why, like, from time to time I sit in and just watch IGN streams. And the best part is when they play PC games on a console, which is just brilliant. Dude, Iron Rock, I'm just leaving Iron Rock to its fate. But what is going on? Like, I don't know what's going on here.
Who is this?
Festerax Kurgan Tamer. What is it? The Warrior of Chaos?
No, it's not.
No, is that who you're looking at, though? That's what I'm saying.
No.
Did you get the Chaos update with your key?
I don't know what that is.
We did.
Okay, cool. So you got basically the day one DLC.
Yeah.
Free. That's cool.
I mean, I got the whole thing for free, so that was what I did.
It wasn't free. You
get
get Brad for the graphics card.
No, it was free.
No, he gave me money for the graphics card, though.
No, he didn't. He hasn't got any money.
I'm gonna. You're now going to guess what the percentage is in this auto resolve.
90%.
Wait a second. You are defending against Averland.
Yeah.
Spectate.
I am defending.
That's the yellow paint,
Oh, this
by
is
the way.
you.
This is me. Yeah, I'm being attacked.
I'm just gonna auto resolve this.
Yeah, because there's no chance.
The
Archlector has lost.
Like, I think yellow, like, your portion was like maybe a smear.
Not even. Like, a smear would have been generous.
Smear test, maybe?
No, did my guy die? He must have just died.
GTX 1080 is great,
balls.
but the GTX 1070 is what most gamers will want to buy. I know, PC Gamer. I've been saying that before the cards were even announced.
Also, I hope everyone wishes Muhammad Ali a speedy recovery.
What
I
happened?
think he's going to die tonight. He's in intensive care at the minute. Probably going to die, I think.
What?
Yep.
That's news to me.
Are you not on the internet?
I'm not typically searching
I
for
generally don't. Yeah, I don't either.
boxing people.
Oh no, it was. Oh, maybe it's because I follow sports people. It was on my feed.
Yeah, I follow sports people, but most of them aren't.
Well,
oh gosh, no, I've pretty much purged most of my sports people actually. I got tired of seeing the same thing over and over again.
You know what I get tired of seeing is stupid tweets about the Arizona Cardinals. Like, who are they?
They're a football team, real football.
Yeah, but not even a good team. Like, they're not Manchester
United.
They're awful, Maury. Like everyone on that team.
I know. All I see is people. All I see
see, the funny thing is, I like Man U. I like Manchester United.
Manchester United.
But the Cardinals are an actual football team. One that people, when they get hit, they actually are hurt. Not when they get hit, they flop around for a while. Yeah, fake rugby players. Rugby players with pads. Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to.
No, they've been pretty good the past couple. Asshole. They've been good the past couple of years. Had a great season last year until like the very end. Did you fail abysmally?
The Thori, our Thane, was not up to par in this attempt. The assassination of Snide Discard belonging to the Greenskins was a failure. Not up to par. That is the definition of tawdry balls.
Yep. He was ambitious, but rubbish.
He was ambitious, but ultimately just utter rubbish. Dude, I'm scared. You see this this Chaos Warrior guy to my north and left of Varenka Hills? Like, I'm terrified he's just going to attack me in Varenka Hills. So, war. What are you talking about? Pillars of Grugni. Grugni. Man. Income generated growth. Let's go for income. God,
oh, really, Marcel?
Rich.
Marcel?
No, Marcel Abrenbull. I don't know how to speak German.
How's it spelled?
B-U-L-L-E-S.
Oh, Japanese, apparently.
B-U-L-E-S?
B-U-L-L-E-S.
Is you have
so
an umlaut?
Yeah, it's got an umlaut above it. Okay, well, he is the Tolkienist. Whenever you hear the phrase Tolkienist, he's the one who coined it. He's the Tolkienist. He just gave the Warcraft movie a very entertaining film.
That's incredible.
Considering, he's the first person I've seen say that. It was always going to get panned, though, that film.
I'm sorry?
It was always going to get panned.
Oh, I'm sure it always was, but I didn't expect it to be panned as much as it has been. Though Marcel is a huge Warcraft nut, so I'm sure. I'm just hoping there's not he's saying that it's okay because it's Warcraft,
Oh, that should never be allowed.
I'm 100% sure I'm screwed right now. I have two armies. I have Varenka Hills, and I don't even know where Thorgrim went. Is Thorgrim dead? I don't even know. He's not even on my map.
Thorgrim is wounded. He'll be back in a couple turns, I think.
Okay.
No, wait. The last time we played, it said that you could recruit him. You said you were going to recruit him at Black Crag.
Black Crag? Oh yeah, I can't do that anymore.
Wait, I'm destroying people as a big giant gorilla. It's so good, I love this game.
Oh, you're playing Overwatch?
Yes, that's all I play.
I can't do that because there's an asshole in Black Crag.
It says you can't. Yeah, you should be able to. That's not an army. That's an agent. You should still be able to.
He's not going to be available for another 3 turns.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
So, unassigned skill point. Let's see. I'm gonna go see X-Men tonight, soonish, after grab burgers.
Archlector Richter Allenstag has
you guys
been
have
killed
Whataburger?
in battle. I don't.
Yeah, I went to a Whataburger for the first time since moving here. Like, I don't know why it took me this long, but holy balls. So good. Maury, do you guys have a Whataburger?
Only when I drop it in the pond.
Yeah, what, like, burger places do you guys have there?
Mackie D's.
As in, like, McDonald's?
Yeah.
That's not a burger place.
Burger King.
That's also not a burger place. Like, there's no, like, what is it called? A gourmet burger, Bradford? Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
There's no, like, gourmet burger place. Though, I don't know. I think some people would argue Whataburgers gourmet burgers, but they're so goddamn good. Whataburger?
The Smash Brothers Las Vegas community is crumbling right now. It is basically a burning, smoldering pile of just nothing.
Wow. So
Because Nintendo.
So apparently this was somebody on Facebook actually agrees with my article.
What? Okay, so I've got
That makes no
Marienburg
sense.
on my borders, and I had the Bretonians in my borders. They're allied.
Marienburg is what
God.
region owner?
They are just to the north of Altdorf.
No. Yeah, but what's the kingdom that runs Marienburg?
Marienburg.
That's just the kingdom.
Yeah, that's the name in one of the provinces,
okay.
in one of the cities.
So Baston and Marienburg are allied,
And Bretonia.
and they're in your province.
Well, okay, so Marienburg is just kind of straddling the line right now. Up here next to Eilhart, they are basically straddling the line.
So sketchy, dude.
Yeah, and then we had that massive Bretonian army that was in my province at one point that I think is just waiting in this forest to ambush me.
Aldebrand?
Yeah.
Is that the guy north of Altdorf? Aldebrand
No,
is just
that's just a random dude.
Oh, okay.
So I was gonna attack Iverheim, but after they just smashed my army, I might pull back. Because I'm not gonna siege it when he's got a unit advantage. I was gonna use...
be honest, I think I'm screwed.
You probably are.
Like I'm probably seriously screwed. At least I'm gonna die rich. What happens if I die? Like, can I just start with somebody else?
Nope.
Well, all right.
Frickin' E3 people.
E3?
Okay, I'm just recruiting some units, then I will probably end my turn here in a second.
I'm pretty sure, yeah, like, see all the greenskins now, because, like, their people are probably pissed they don't have enough fightiness. So now they're just attacking everything on the line.
Yeah.
Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Yep, I was right. Oh no, what?
That's an agent
don't-
of chaos.
Yeah, what's he doing?
He's, I don't know. Ah, okay.
What in all manners things is happening?
Now I know where that army went.
Kemperbad is doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Assassination failure. Oh,
Someone tried to assassinate your guy and they died? They failed?
yeah. Yeah, Snide tried to assassinate Thori and he failed.
So, Bretonia, their army is no longer in my area. They are actually in Marienburg.
Marienburg?
Because this army just took over a castle in Marienburg called Karaburg.
I'm really hesitant to build anything in the Blood River Valley because if any of those buildings go, like I've lost all that crap.
You know what, Perry? I don't even want to see your crap at E3 now. I was literally just told that we are the low man on the totem pole.
Who?
This PR rep for a company at E3. Who wants to move my appointment to another slot. Double booked and you're the low man on the totem pole. Which technically, when you look at totem poles, that's the place of honor, but Americans are weird.
Just taking a Native American custom and butchering it.
Yeah.
For 300 years.
My people are not happy. I don't know. Can I really claim to be Native American when like most of my family comes from Scotland and Britain?
I was gonna say Bradford is like one of the most English names I've ever heard.
Isn't it? No, like
it's a place in England as well.
Yeah, my
It's a place in that town is actually right next to my hometown, Bradford.
If you
Is it Bradford, Virginia? Oh, that's your wife.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That's my wife, yeah. If you look at my family history, I'm actually descended from William Bradford, the first governor of Jamestown, one of the first settlements in the United States. And then somewhere along the line, I'm sorry?
Not South Africa.
No, Jamestown, Virginia. And then somewhere along the line, he decided, an ancestor decided to like marry 4 different Native American tribes. So I've got a lot of Cherokee and Potawatomi in me too. So, yeah.
Did you say you got a lot of pot in you?
Potawatomi, yeah.
So can you go to school like for free? Like what's your Native American
So
blood?
it's not enough to go for free, but it's enough to get a college discount.
So what is that? Is it like 16%?
1/16th, yeah, 1/16th.
Wait, Shank, aren't you Indian? You can get in there.
No, I'm not Native.
You're a Native American. You were born in America, and you're an Indian, so you're a Native American Indian.
There you go. I should have done that.
There you go. You would have studied your little, Mickey Mouse degree.
Okay, so I need more money, and I can build my settlement, my number 4 settlement. Part of me...
Should I have a chat room?
Playing defensive. No. Because I'm about to peace in like 5 minutes.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, I gotta
man?
head out by 5:45. Yeah, I told you I had like an hour from when we started. Or when I texted you.
I don't even have the chat room open. Is anybody even in there? Is anyone even looking?
Who cares?
I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter. So... Oh, crap. There were people actually watching.
Sucks for them.
I am so sorry, guys. Like,
What they have done is
multiple
completely
different
wasted
people.
Their hour. What they have done. They have utterly wasted the last hour of their life.
All right. So what am I gonna do?
Watching.
To be fair, it's not a waste. I mean, it's not very often you get to hear me with you guys.
Yeah, it's true.
Or see now Brian's always dead as well.
Yeah, he pretty much is always dead.
I mean, he is old.
It's true.
He's basically your sovereign.
No
I'm
one's my sovereign.
Not sure. No.
This isn't England, Maury.
Sovereign as in will. Like,
sovereign. Okay, yeah, sovereign.
Yeah, sovereign.
Not sovereign as in like overbearing overlord.
No.
Like a fief lord. Like, pretty sure we don't have fiefdom in America, Maury. We fought it off of your people.
Dun 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 dun.
Da, 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 da.
I love how like most Americans don't realize that that's actually a British song that we've just put American words to.
I mean, it
What's
is
that?
a British song. My country, 'tis of the sweet land of liberty. I'm totally gonna
Then
go
again,
to Whataburger.
so is the actual music to the Star Spangled Banner. So, but if you say that, were unpatriotic.
It's because the greatest American composer is quite clearly Justin Bieber.
Well, he's Canadian, so...
He's Canadian.
That's my point. Like, your greatest singer is Celine Dion.
That's true.
Is she still
And
alive?
Shania Twain.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Wait, you actually think Shania Twain is our greatest singer?
No, I don't.
No, Celine Dion.
Celine Dion, yeah. I mean, she's amazing.
No.
I'm sorry.
I
She's
distrust the
Canadian.
French. Snide again failed to assassinate Thor. Dude, my public order's tanking and I just gave up at this point. I don't really care.
I just want to see how far we can get this game before one of us gets knocked out. Though you're not doing poorly. You have like these 2 provinces that just happen to be under attack. Your main stuff is just fine.
Can I can't attack this Warrior of Chaos, can I?
With Thor, you can.
But Thor's way the ball's down here. Oh, yes I can. Look at that.
Thori the
I'll
Scott.
try him. I'll get him out of freaking Iron Rock.
Oh, you're taking him to the one in Varenka Hills.
Yeah.
So what happened?
What?
Was he not up to par? Or did he actually do it? The guy's gone! What happened?
Let me read exactly what just happened. Under Grimnar's enraged sight, the Chaos Filth has attacked the dwarf hold. Slay the fool and right this grudge. That was the grudge, okay? Objectives. Carry out a successful assassination attempt against a character belonging to the following faction, Warriors of Chaos. Treasury 750. Has
Nice.
successfully wounded Festergax Kurgan Tamer belonging to and escaped unscathed in the assassination attempt.
Who the frick came up with these names?
Random name generator.
Google.
They also maybe... No, they won't be GW names.
To answer your question, barfing about elf babies, I don't know.
What elf babies? We're about Eldar
just
or
finished-
Dark Eldar?
I just finished reading Fellowship recently and had a pretty dumb question, but couldn't find the answer. Elf babies, are they babies for like 100 years, or do they grow up to be like 20 fast and then peace out, or what?
No. If you read in the Children of Húrin, they said that the people have a
Oh, you were right.
pretty long like adolescence and stuff.
Yeah, you are. I totally forgot about that.
Wait, hold on. I'm recruiting fucking cannons right now, you guys.
I think you'll be able to take back Iron Rock soon.
Like, I'm literally... do you see my guy in Crag Duran where he's like by himself and he's just chilling by himself? I'm slowly just building up his army with like all of these assholes. And I can even upgrade Crag Duran. What can I upgrade it with? Income generated. I'll do that for 2,500 gold.
Also, did the first elves... Were they just made like the dwarves? Like, did they just appear?
They just woke up.
Yeah,
they
so
were created. No, Maury. They were created through vaginal birth.
No. Remember that Tolkien was a Catholic, and when you read the Bible, Adam and Eve were created as adults. They didn't have to go through childhood or anything like that. So when his races were created, it's kind of the same thing. The elves just awoke. The dwarves were created adults whole, and then they were put to sleep and reawoken. Men the same way, yeah. So it's
wandered out of the west. Men came from the east.
No, the men came from the east to the west. And when the sun first rose, that's when the men awoke. That's why they're called a lot of times like the Atani, kind of it being second born, but you also have some names with them that have to do with like the sun.
I'm just gonna point out, I am spending upwards of like $4,500 per turn.
Let's see what my treasure looks like.
Because like I have so much goddamn income, it's ridiculous.
I get 6,000 per turn. I'm spending 4,600 of it on army upkeep.
How much am I spending on?
Then again, I'm also, if you look at the strength,
more.
If you look at the strength rating, I'm number 1 in the game right now.
I'm minus 50.
You are actually 19. I looked at it the other day. Or no, I looked at it earlier.
All right. I think, yeah, well, I guess, I don't know. Maybe save before ending your turn or something. I gotta get going. I can't save any. Yeah, I can't save.
Alrighty, I guess I'll cut the stream.
Actually, yeah, because if it saves on your end, like it's
we're
right?
we're loading my game anyway each time.
Oh, okay.
So, and it auto saves on your end after each turn, so you're fine.
Oh, okay.
All right, peace out, people on YouTube that I didn't realize were actually there.
See you guys.
You guys really wasted your